Hello, everybody.
Hi. What's up? What's going on with you? How was your week? How's your life going?
It's kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
My great aunt died today. She passed away at 92.
Rest in peace. What was her name?
Her name, it's kind of difficult.
Let's hear it.
Ingracia.
Ingracia.
Yeah, mi tía Ingracia passed away. She was sick.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, she fell ill about a week ago, and we got the news from like a post, I guess, because we're not really close to my dad's family like that anymore. But yeah, it sucks because she was like, when she was around, she was like a grandma to me, and I never knew my dad's mom, and that's her sister, so she was like the closest thing I had to my grandma, and I think she knew that. Super sweet lady. So so that happened today. So because you got out of work late, I went to a bookstore I found in East Nashville, which has probably quickly become my favorite bookstore like ever.
This girl came home with what, 3 books?
Four
books and about 11 stickers.
Yeah, and I was like, don't judge me. Well, look, because I was close to buying a book yesterday at Target, and I talked myself out of it because I always do this.
She does. I have to hold anything she ever wants to purchase if we're together, or she'll just put it back.
Yeah, because then I hold it, and then I'm like, you know what, I don't really need this, and then I put it back.
But I'm like, no, you need it. Shop, please.
But today I was sad, so I was like, books will make me feel better.
Yep, and you needed it.
Yeah, so it was awesome because I found a book I cannot put down, and I've already cried.
It's like the perfect book for her.
So
it's like perfectly
perfect.
tailored to her and her, like where she is in life right now, and it's
It
perfect
is so
for her.
perfect. So like the introduction, first chapter, I can cry talking about it because it's so like impactful, and it's so like perfectly suited for me right now. It's so good. I can't put it down. But that's the highlight of my life, to like overshadow like the sadness right now.
Can you say her name for me again?
Mi tía?
Yeah.
Mi tía Ingracia.
Gracia. Well, then I would like to dedicate this episode of What's Your Favorite Scary Story to Tia Ingracia. Ingracia. Oh my gosh. Ingracia.
It's kind of tricky. That's why I was like, it's a little
I don't
tricky.
mean any harm by it.
No,
I also just trip over all my words, so.
No, so Alyssa's been doing pretty good with like repeating.
Getting better at R's.
Yeah, you are.
Jenny Rivera.
Yeah, Jenny Rivera.
We watch her show a lot.
Yeah,
so
I think that's what's helped her.
practice.
So I think if I show you more like Latino
Just
shows.
show me all the novellas.
Yeah, everything I grew up watching because of my sister on Mundos. I think it'll work.
Okay, sounds good. Well, yes, we what is the word? We give you our respects for your tia. I'm so sorry, babe.
It's
I
okay.
know this was a little bit of a sad way to start the episode, but you know what? She's grieving, and so we can start it however she wants to. But welcome
Thank
back,
you.
everyone, to
Welcome.
What's Your Favorite Scary Story?
Everyone still gets their...
Yes, applause.
Like
We
claps.
haven't not started it with applause in a while.
I guess in a minute, huh?
Yeah, we also haven't, I guess, gone over the premise of this stuff, this thing we're doing here, this podcasteroni. It's called What's Your Favorite Scary Story, because we cover spooky stories, urban legends, true crime sometimes, alien stuff, but we want to know what your favorite scary story is, so everything we cover is picked out by you guys. You can email in your suggestions, you can send us DMs on Instagram, and then each week we pick one and tell you about
And
it.
then you just cross your fingers and hope that
Hope you're the lucky winner.
Yeah, because I always cross my fingers and I never get chosen.
You got chosen last week.
I know. After like sending multiple emails, pretending to be other people, and I was like, please choose this.
Well,
I was like, hey,
where should they send them if they want theirs chosen?
if you want to gamble and play Russian roulette, with your suggestion, you can send them to whatsyourfavoritescarystory@gmail.com, or,
like I said, send us a message on Instagram, which is also going to be What's Your Favorite Scary Story. Do you have a not so fun fact for me?
No, I think I shared my not so fun fact before I get any darker.
Good point. Yes, you did.
Because I could get darker.
We don't have to get darker.
We don't have to. Yeah. Happy place.
Oh, I've got a great transition then, because we've got like kind of a fun story today.
Okay, I'm ready for it.
Cool. Okay. This week's episode was suggested by Lori from Illinois. Thank you very much, Lori.
I think I know who this Lori is.
Oh, you do, do you?
I do, actually.
All right. Well, Lori suggested that we cover the Kentucky meat shower of 1876.
Oh my God, I do not like this title already. Like,
I'm assuming you haven't heard of this.
I've never heard of this, but I can imagine what this is.
I don't know that you can.
What's this called again?
The Kentucky meat shower of 1876.
Like, dude, like,
I've heard of this, so I was excited when I saw it come into our email. I feel like not many people have heard of this, though.
I've never heard of this, but I have an idea, and if it's Lori we're talking about, I think it makes sense that she
What are you saying about Lori?
She's just, I don't know, she's just weird.
That's coming from Marlene. I don't know you, Lori.
She would. Lori, I know you would. Dude. Ay.
Okay. Well, let's get started on Lori's story and stop talking shit about her.
Okay. I mean, no, she deserves it, probably.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's not coming from me, Lori.
Love you, Lori. Okay, go.
All right. So our story begins on March 3rd, 1876, in Olympia Springs, Kentucky, where Mary Crouch was outside her home making soap, when all of a sudden, meat started falling all around her from the sky.
What?
I know.
This is
okay. I know. Mary said the chunks of meat were about the size of snowflakes, with some pieces getting up to about 4 inches long.
No, bro.
The shower went on for about 2 minutes and produced about 4 gallons of meat.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Like, how do you even measure that? How were they measuring it?
I think they probably collected it eventually.
No, that's weird.
I don't know. They measured it somehow.
They had to measure it somehow because
I have the number here.
Well, they have the number, but also like snow, you measure it with a fucking ruler, you know?
Right, like inches. Well, so obviously it wasn't enough. It was like a dusting of meat. Not like an actual shower.
I mean, technically, yeah, it would have to go somewhere, and they would have to pick it up. They're not going to let it sour out, you know, and just rot.
So obviously, over the next few days, many neighbors stopped by to see the result of this meat shower that they heard about. It was all over the place, all over the ground, hanging off of fences and clotheslines. So curiosity got the better of everyone, naturally, and everyone was trying to figure out what this meat was and where it came from, because what the heck?
Yeah, what?
I would be
baffled. What year is this again?
1876.
Okay, that's weird.
Yeah,
it's peak Industrial Revolution.
Sure. At least it's not freaking Nazi Germany that we always end up talking about for some reason.
Let's assume it's peak Industrial Revolution, right before the turn of the century.
Mm-hmm.
It's still Wild West if you're in the West.
We're not. We're in Kentucky.
Yeah.
She's thinking. I see those wheels turning in her head.
I am thinking. You see my eyes?
Yeah, they're getting very small. Okay. So there was a local hunter that did inspect the meat. According to him, he said it came from a bear.
But there was no real way of him testing that.
No, you couldn't test it, but I guess because he probably
does
his own thing with whatever he hunts, you know. But 2 of Mary's neighbors decided to figure it out in their own way, and they tasted the meat.
That's disgusting.
They
Why
just
would you
took
do
it
that?
off of the ground and ate it.
Nah. Nah, dude. That's...
According to them, it tasted like venison or mutton.
What's mutton?
I forget. Lizzie Borden and her family ate it. Let me see.
I assume it's like a hog, and venison is like deer.
Venison is deer.
Venison is deer.
Mutton is like older sheep.
Oh,
Like, you know how like lamb is like a baby sheep?
Yeah. Okay. Venison is similar to steak.
I mean, it's deer.
Sense.
That's what it is.
Yeah, it's just the cut is like a good cut for some reason.
We're not.
I'm just explaining it for people who have never tasted it. We've moved to the South recently, and I feel like everyone I work with has tasted venison or hunt it or have hit it, and apparently it's legal here and it's encouraged to hunt deer here because they're...
I know. We don't have to advertise it.
I'm not advertising it. I'm just enlightening anyone who is not in the state who...
Okay, well, now they know, and we can move on.
Okay,
I already didn't want to, like...
Are you not... Is anyone... Are you guys, like, interested in... Are you wondering why it's legal and encouraged here? It's because they're overpopulated here, so... The best way to control it is to hunt them.
Let's take them somewhere else and let them roam free.
Okay, yeah.
You know I'm not going to change my mind
No,
on
I'm not trying to change your mind on it. I'm just saying, like, you're literally talking about murders and meat falling from the sky. And I'm just...
I know that I, like, literally was, like, hesitant about covering this one because I didn't want to talk about meat.
It's fine. We all eat meat. Most of
us. To me, it's meat. It's not animals. It's just food. And I don't think about it.
Hate to break it to you, honey.
Anyways, I think you enjoy breaking it to me, actually. I think you get some sick thrill.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So, eventually, they did bring in, like, science instead of just, like, people, like, tasting it. And they sent samples of the meat off to be tested. In the beginning of testing, one scientist believed it to actually be Gnostic, which is like a bacteria that when it's like exposed to water, it turns into like a jelly, like clumpy substance. But there had been no rain recently. So that was like quickly debunked.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask.
Yeah.
Like, that would make somewhat sense. I also feel like there'd be like history about that happening.
And like, why is it falling from the sky?
And why is it like in Kentucky out of all places?
Right. Yeah. So, but it is a thing. It just didn't check out in this instance.
Okay. So we can expect red meat falling from the sky, is what you're saying?
If there's Gnostic around in the air for some reason.
Like the bacteria?
Yeah, but the bacteria would normally be on like the ground or something, or like in a lake,
but
not in the air.
The stuff was like actually falling.
Yeah, it like the woman saw it falling.
Okay.
Yeah. So further testing proved that it was indeed animal flesh. Cartilage and lung tissue were found in the samples, and later on, so was muscle tissue.
Dang.
These findings led the scientists to believe that the meat either came from a horse or a human being, specifically an infant.
Oh my God.
Why is an infant human so similar to horse meat? Like, isn't that weird?
That is weird.
Why are those the two options?
That is weird,
Very
actually.
Weird. Yeah. So they were pretty certain what this meat was, but where the hell did it come from? Well, there's definitely some theories out there. The first one being that it was all just a hoax by Mary Crouch, the woman that saw it happen, to scare her husband into selling their farm. But that one was busted like really quick because I guess Mr. Crouch already did like want to sell their farm. But like, how would a woman in 1876 be able to make that like situation happen? Like, what was that theory? Hello, Arlo. You like this story?
And then he just takes a shit in the corner.
He's like, that's what I think about your story. But yeah, so pretty obvious it wasn't Mary.
Okay.
Another theory is that the meat might have fallen from the lunch basket of a passing balloonist.
Balloon? Oh, like a hot air
Yeah,
balloon?
like the wizard. Like from the Wizard of Oz.
But like that, like 4 pounds? How much did they
Yeah,
say?
like why is he just throwing out his lunch and what is he eating?
Arlo's here.
He is here. He came here on his own accord this time too.
Yeah. I think Arlo knows I'm sad.
He always does. He knows like when I'm hurt too.
Hi, I'm okay, Arbar. Yep, that's him.
That's the lobe.
Rubbing himself on my microphone.
Microphone.
My microphone. Say hi to everyone, Arbo. He's too busy itching himself.
As he should be. But yeah, I mean, I guess that's possible, but I don't know like why the meat would be like that.
Right.
It's kind of weird.
Because it's like basically shredded, right?
It's like ground. I would say like ground meat.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Either horse meat or baby meat.
Yeah. One of the two.
One of the two. It's hard to tell, you know.
Another eccentric theory is that the shower was dried frog spawn that was transported from the ponds in swampy grounds by currents of wind.
So the frog was dead and it got
No, like
spread?
I think frog spawn is like frog eggs or something. Not eggs, whatever. You know what I mean? Like the little bubbles.
they're not bubbles.
They look like
tadpoles.
Yeah, but they're like in a little bubble first, like Nemo.
Oh, is that what they mean?
I think so.
Because frogs are tadpoles.
Yeah, but is that how they come out?
As tadpoles.
What is spawn? Hang on.
Can you hear him?
Yes, I can hear him. Arlo's purring. Okay, yeah, it's... We sound so uneducated. Frog spawn is a mass of fertilized frog eggs or developing tadpoles.
Developing tadpoles. That's what I was
you
saying.
were
Oh, we
right.
both said it because they are in a
They're
little bubble.
bubbles and tadpoles.
You see, we had an idea. We did not sound uneducated.
Exactly.
We were just like...
I just felt uneducated.
No.
Sorry, I never learned what frog spawn is, okay?
Sorry, we never took the time to
We didn't take the
figure
class.
out how frogs are born. Because it's very imperative to our American society. My apologies, sir. Ma'am.
I was gonna say, why did you assume it's a boy? A man?
I know.
A guy?
Arla's not leaving me alone. I'm sorry.
That's fine. He's allowed, I guess. So, there is one more theory. This is the most credible theory.
Okay.
And it's still believed today. And that is that it was vultures. So I guess turkey vultures and black vultures, both native to Kentucky, vomit when threatened.
That's
or
disgusting.
when they're feeling like a little heavy and they need to make like flying easier, they'll just throw up.
That's wild.
So it's like legitimately a thing. But there are some plot holes.
Some
like,
potholes.
Yes. I couldn't think of anything to say. Well, so don't you think Mary would have like seen the birds up there?
Or maybe heard them, right?
Right. I mean, there was something online saying I guess like vultures can fly like really, really high. So maybe they just were like
I mean, they do.
so
You know,
high
like
up.
how in like
They circle and stuff.
yeah, they just circle high up.
Also, it is a little odd that like multiple birds threw up all at the same time. Because like it would have to be like at least a few of them.
I mean, they probably ate like a bad animal, you know, like bad meat.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess I don't know. Because like it doesn't even have to be upsetting them for them to just be like, all right, you're done in there. Come on up. Like
Right.
they can just do it like on, what's the
Command?
word? On command, yeah. And But that was like a lot of meat. It has to have at least been like a few of them at the same time.
Right.
It like apparently it covered the area.
That's
like,
disgusting.
Like an area the size of a football field.
That's huge. That's huge and disgusting.
Like
that's crazy.
I know, even if it was like spread out, but still, that's a lot to spread out.
That's a lot of birds.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I don't know,
but it's the most credible theory they have, and it would explain how they kept getting different answers for what kind of meat it was. But also, remember, people ate this shit, so they could have definitely eaten vulture vomit. And also remember, it's possible that it was human infant flesh.
That's disgusting.
That these people were eating.
Possible.
But then also, like, did the vultures find a baby somewhere?
Maybe it could have also been like it
could have been a horse.
Or like a baby of a sort of animal.
Yeah, I mean, like also think about it. This was 1876. So right. How reliable are like these results, you know?
I don't know. You never know.
I don't know, actually. I feel like everything was way more developed than I feel like it was. I feel like it was just everything was sticking a hoop back then, you know?
Yeah, I feel like 1,000 years from now, they're going to be like, I can't believe how stupid they were back then.
For sure.
You know, so yeah. Who's to say?
But yeah, that is the theory that makes the most sense. And there is actually still a sample that exists today. And they tried testing it like with today's technology, but it was still inconclusive. The sample remains safe and sound in an apothecary cabinet at the Monroe Moosnick Medical and Science Museum.
Where?
Hang on. I think it said at Transylvania University. But I don't know where that is.
Like
probably in Kentucky, right?
Maybe, I'm not sure. I feel like Transylvania, I saw that in the New England area.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I definitely could have like traveled. But yeah, that was the story of the Kentucky meat shower.
That's disgusting.
Thank you, Lori, so much for suggesting it. I know it was a short one, but when I saw it, I just had to do it. The story has just like always baffled me.
Yeah.
But since it was so short, I have another little story for you.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so, well, first of all, do you want to talk about the Kentucky meat shower at all before I move on?
Well, I guess I was just going to share my theory that it was probably, like, I just instantly thought of, like, a wormhole portal kind of thing.
Oh.
And they were just sending, like...
Okay.
They were just sending, like, things through the portal
before. That could definitely make sense.
And it just, like, freaking... it just went wrong. And it just shredded up, like... Because you know how wormholes are supposed to, like...
an animal and they were testing it on the animal?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, maybe an animal, maybe baby animal. And you know how wormholes are supposed to, like... Basically, they tear you up.
Like rearrange your DNA.
Yeah, like your atoms. And then it just something went wrong and it just completely...
No. I guess no matter what happened, this is like kind of a sad story.
Because if you think about it, in Kentucky, 1800s, late 1800s, there's probably nothing really going on. So where is a great place to...
Right.
You know?
And I think it was kind of like a farm type residence. So there's probably a big field.
Right.
And stuff.
But who knows? That's my theory, though. I feel like it's like a failed portal kind of thing.
It's very smart.
Time traveling, maybe. Yeah, time traveling or just a regular portal.
Let us know what you guys think it could maybe be, if you have any different opinions. But on that note, we are going to move on to my next little story I got. This story was suggested by Allison from Idaho.
Okay.
Hi, Allison.
Hi.
Yay.
Hi, thank you.
And it is completely unrelated, but it was also like a little shorty. So like this whole case isn't necessarily like short, but I could only find so much. So that's why I wanted to like throw these two together.
Sure.
Because I wanted to like do them because they were both very interesting,
yeah.
But they just couldn't fill a whole episode. So without further ado, this is the story of Tracy Jones. Okay, so starting in the summer of 1997, Tracy started to notice things move around her home, and some would disappear altogether. Sometimes those items would be bandages that she had on her finger or chest.
What the
Her
heck?
Band-Aid would just disappear.
Just gone from her finger.
Yeah.
Okay.
The electronics in her home would fail without explanation, and every once in a while, Tracy and her husband would wake up to see figures standing around their bed.
I would freak out.
Yeah.
And like, how could you sleep there?
For real.
Yeah. I'd call up your mom and be like, Diane, we cannot stay here.
Yeah, we're coming over.
Yeah.
For a very extended stay. Yeah. So Tracy was convinced they were being haunted until she started having reoccurring dreams of alien abductions.
Whoa.
Tracy would dream of aliens harvesting her egg cells and her children being abducted with her. And sometimes when she woke up from these dreams, she would find large wounds that she had had healed overnight.
Dang.
No one was believing her, of course, until she underwent major surgery and had to have like heavy bandaging all over. And wouldn't you know it, she removed her bandages one morning to find everything completely healed and only a very small scar remaining.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, dude. So Tracy did eventually try hypnotic regression, a form of like hypnosis that can help people remember things like alien abductions. After trying this, Tracy told stories of being abducted since she was a child, and each time she was subjected to medical tests and examinations, including the removal of eggs through a long silver tube. In these sessions, she also said that her children had also been abducted on regular occasions since their birth. At one point, the family moved to Dubai for Tracy's husband's job, and the strange happenings continued, like the things getting moved around the house and things healing on their own.
Yeah.
And when they moved back to the UK, they continued there again, and they just seemed to be going on and on. And that was a quick little story of Tracy Jones.
Dang, Tracy Jones.
She's going through it.
Yeah.
Like,
that
how
sucks.
do you live life just knowing you're getting abducted all the time by aliens?
I feel like it becomes like something like remembering to turn off the lights before you go to bed.
I know,
Like it just becomes like routine.
It's just also like happening to her kids. Like, it's got to be so crazy knowing that she can't like do anything to protect them, you know?
Yeah, crazy and like exposed. What's the word?
Violated.
Like, violating. Yeah. I don't know.
That's so tough for Tracy.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's literally all that's out there on the internet. And I'm like, I have so many questions.
And it's just like also scary because like who's to say that her babies aren't like
Alien babies.
I don't know, like it's just
because they've
scary.
been like harvesting her egg cells,
right.
I mean, hey, at least bright side, she like never has any injuries on her.
That's also really cool.
That
Cause,
is crazy.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like 1,000 years from now, 5,000 years from now, they're gonna be like, "Wow, I can't believe how uncivilized
We're gonna be the new Stone Age."
The year 2000 was." Mm-hmm. Yeah, they didn't have flying cars.
How embarrassing!
How embarrassing!
Dang. Well, that was our little short episode for you guys this week. We've both been pretty tuckered out from work.
Yeah, and life.
And life, definitely life, but
it is what it is. We have an exciting trip this weekend.
We do. We're going to Disney World. I'm so excited. I need a vacation.
Vacation's where I wanna be.
That's not the one I know.
A vacation.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah, no. Okay. Yeah, it's just a quick weekend trip, but I feel like I'm just the kind of person I just need something to look forward to, So
You definitely are.
I am, and it makes me like get through my days, honestly.
It does, and it just makes me happy that it helps you get through your days, because I know your days can be...
They can be days.
They are days.
They are days, man.
And there's only so much I can do, but if there's stuff that you can look forward to, then I'm...
Are you okay with that?
Yeah, because it just makes it easier. It's just hard to,
Yeah, it's hard. I feel like it's hard to comfort each other. Sometimes we just need each other to listen to, like,
our days. Do something for one another. Yeah. It's like, oh, I'll pick up the plates today, babe. Don't worry, kind of thing. And it's just...
But sometimes we just need an escape, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I guess escape, and also just some marriage advice, because I feel like I can... But something to just kind of... It's kind of like a... I don't want to say a crutch, because I feel like using the word crutch sounds like you're just getting by or something, or just like doing the least of something. But I feel like giving yourselves something to look forward to just kind of the schedule doesn't feel as mundane. Like, okay, going to work, coming, yeah. I feel like it's just...
We're also gonna try and like go and do more things, because I feel like we have gotten into that schedule a little bit, and it's just because we're always so tired all the time. Well,
besides that, your schedule's also gotten a lot more hectic, so
mine's all over the place.
Yeah, because of your new schedule right now, which luckily it's only temporary.
Yeah,
it feels like it's just kind of like we started off the year like, okay, well, my new schedule is this, and then we've just kind of got caught in the cycle of like, okay, I'm home, life, I'm gonna relax. Yeah, it's life. It is what it is.
Yeah. So we've decided, even if we're like tired, we're still gonna go do the things, because then we know we're gonna be so happy that we went and did them and have these memories, and I think it'll be good.
It is.
So do the things, you guys.
Yeah, do the
things.
Just
do them, and you'll be happy.
I'm excited to do the things with you.
Same.
Gay.
I hope so. I want only gay things.
I mean, that's all we can get.
That's all we can do. But yeah, we're going to go to Disney, and it's going to be great, and we hope you guys have a great week. We love you. We appreciate you.
And send us your stories, your suggestions, your hate mail, your love mail.
Send Marlene some book recommendations. She will 24/7 be accepting those at all times.
Yeah, 100%, because I'm already like 80 pages into my new book.
Ooh, I'll take horror movie suggestions if you guys have any.
That's a good.
Yeah, I love horror movies, but I feel like I haven't like really been watching them much lately.
It's because I'm around now.
Honestly, yeah, probably. I have to like. You have to be in the mood.
I have to be in the mood
them.
For them, yeah. Because I'm not like. Oh,
and then we have to put on Bluey afterwards.
Yes, because Bluey is freaking awesome.
Yes, we love
the Blueskers. Thank you for putting on Bluey for me.
Always.
Love you.
Love you. And we love you guys.
Love you.
We will talk to you guys next week. Have a great week.
And until then,
make sure that
you
stay spooky. Bye.